All Britons aboard a ferry which caught fire near Greece have been rescued, along with all other passengers, the Italian Coast Guard has said. The Norman Atlantic was traveling from Greece to Italy on Sunday when the fire broke out. Those aboard included a British family of 4 and an engaged couple. Showjumper Nick Channing-Williams, 37, said the experience was very scary and he had thought he might not make it off alive. The Italian car ferry was traveling from Patras, in Greece, to Ancona, in Italy with 422 passengers and 56 crew members on board when a fire broke out on its car deck, northwest of Corfu. 5 people are now confirmed to have died, according to the Greek Coast Guard. Their nationalities have not yet been confirmed. The Italian Navy said 363 of the 478 people on board had been evacuated by early Monday. Mr. Channing-Williams, who lives in Greece, is a competitive show jumper and trains young riders. He was on the boat with his 33-year-old Greek fiancée Regina Theophili, who was rescued and taken to hospital. His mother Dottie Channing-Williams, from Berkshire, told BBC Breakfast the wait for news was just a roller coaster, up and down. Mr. Channing-Williams, 37, who was traveling to see his family in Berkshire for New Year, said he thought he would not make it off the ferry alive at several points, before being airlifted to safety. He said, "When the flames are licking up around the boat and there is just no sign of help and they are talking about sending a boat that is going to be 4 hours away, you feel somewhat helpless. Around 5 o'clock this morning I did send a couple of text messages out to people because I sort of had convinced myself that we were going a little bit the wrong way." By the time he reached the deck, he said, the flames were huge, and all the cars were on fire. He added, "It was actually very scary, to be honest. There was only one place you could stand, which was in the rain. The fire was basically cooking everybody's feet and everyone was in a queue to get on a lifeboat. With the heat just being so enormous, people just panicked. I didn't even try and get on one. Regina and I were stood upstairs and just hoped for the best, really, that someone would come and help us." Susan Daltas, who lives in Corfu, said 4 members of her British family had been on the stricken boat. She told BBC Breakfast she believed that women and children had been taken off first. Her son-in-law, Marcus, spoke to Mrs. Daltas from the ferry on Sunday evening after her daughter, Mia, and her 2 granddaughters had been airlifted to safety. Her youngest granddaughter had been taken to hospital in the city of Brindisi, in southern Italy, Mrs. Daltas said. She was suffering from hypothermia because they didn't even manage to get a coat out of the cabin before they had to go on deck, she said. The girl's mother and sister were on one of the rescue boats, said Mrs. Daltas. Her son-in-law was not able to tell her much about conditions on board, other than to say it was cold and wet and that he wanted to be reunited with his family. British Ambassador to Greece John Kitmer said the embassy was in close contact with the Greek authorities and was urgently seeking more information. A Foreign Office spokeswoman said it remained in close touch with the Italian authorities.